I need a lot of psychic soothes. Like, just every time that shit's available, if it's available and you can afford it, fucking spawn it. That will calm them the fuck down. Right now we've got rain, which is putting out any fires and stuff, but I can't imagine what else I could get them to do to like calm the shit down. I need them to calm the fuck down and like, you know, not be upset that their friends and shit have died, so that we can actually like do building and shit again. Like, I need stuff, like I need resources, but while they're all tantruming, they're just going to destroy it. So there's not much point to it. Unless you want to spawn like on orbital bombardment targeters and stuff like that in like mass, or whatever the fuck the other one that they had was. Send a psychic soothe, thank you. So got a couple of psychic soothes which might be outweighing the female psychic soothes we had. But alpha beavers are still being a problem out here. I could do with like anti-grain warhead traps, like the actual IED traps would be great, because then I can go and install them and therefore they're not in my storage where people are less likely to kick them. But there's no promises on that. Somebody will absolutely go and kick one at some point. So yeah, we'll see. I would probably say medicine again, industrial medicine or glitter world medicine would be great, because the amount of people that need medical attention at this point in time would be pretty high. I'm trying to think of what else they could do with. I will go for like resources and stuff in a while, I think. What's it? Glad to see, what is it, another gremlin join your side? Terrible. I would prefer that like next month we go ham with the nuts and like the crazy spawn stuff, you know? Because these guys, like I said, like all it takes is one little thing to happen. Or don't kill the cat, mate. We've got a crimson on you at the moment. I need a couple of people in here if I can beat you up, because that cat's not going to. Also, if you can hear my cat yelling in the background, it's fine. It's nighttime. He does that. Alright, you're lucky. Abra survived. Barely. Psychic Soothe, Heat Wave. I could probably do it for Cold Snap to counter the heat wave would be great. Maybe make it mediocre temperature in here. That would also calm them the fuck down a little bit. Yeah, apart from that, like, I'm just gonna start building shit soon and see how they go, honestly. Got a Psychic Soothe, thank you, Luxarelon. And we got a Cold Snap, thank you. Hopefully that works. Now I'm gonna try to make space shit in here and we'll see how we go. I don't fucking know how this stuff's supposed to go in an order, so I don't know. Let's shove this shit up in the center or something and see how we go with this. They're going to be able to walk around it, and I know that much, but I don't know about the rest, so we'll see. I don't know if I can rotate this too. I can. Hold on. It's a Aurora for the whole day. What else we got? Hopefully they calm the shit down at this point. It looks like it's kind of cooling down to combat it. So Cold Snap's basically going to be freezing the region. The heat wave will wear off at some point and will be a little bit too cold for like a day, but it should be fine. And it looks like everybody's kind of stopped having their mental breaks. You got Psychic Soothe for the whole day. Nice. And we got 7 new colonists from Blessed. Nice. Oh, you got one spiky head doing here. And he looks like he's got a goatee and shit, so neat. Let's get you guys set up. I think also armor would be great. Like any kind of like chest, headgear, pants, armor, stuff like that. So I can't remember what the fuck those are. Those are like, where did I put the benches for this? Hold on. I think it is. Any kind of flak shit's good. Shield belts for people that can't like use like weapons and crap are good. Recon stuff's like supposed to be the best, I think there's other stuff, I can't remember what it is. And so yeah, pants, jackets, vests, they're all great. Helmets stop them from being like headshot necessarily. I know one of these also make shit, I just can't remember what else. Plate armor's good. any of that shit's great. Like, obviously, clothing, armor stuff, they should, for the most part, allocate themselves. I shouldn't have to tell every colonist to go and do that until, like, we don't have, like, anything else or they're already wearing something. Weapon stuff, I do have to tell them constantly to go and put on. So it is a little bit slow with that. I'll get you guys to do more construction stuff. I want you to slow down on the growing. The hunting and stuff is fine. The handling's fine. I don't need wardening. Do need cooking. Do need a bit of that. Plant cutting's fine. Smithing, I think they're working at that. I think crafting counts for the same kind of thing as smithing. I don't need tailoring to be up high. I do need research for them to be doing that shit if they can do it. So I do have to go check if a couple of people are in what capacity of incapacitated, because some of these people might need shit to get out of bed, basically. Catatonic breakdown. And they just look like they're mostly having catatonic breakdowns. Healing nanites would also be great, because healing nanites would fix up a lot of people's like minor injuries, allow them to get back up. Since we have so many psychic suits, they're less likely to just get back up and have a punch on, which is good, because sometimes they will do that. Also, the nuke dragon that got bitten by the snakes, she does look like she's kind of existing, but she is also an extreme level infection and she might die. So that's something she's got. I also have animals that are going down that are starving because my people will not let them back off these things. And I'm going to try to like release them back into wherever. But at the same time, honestly, they'll get hitched back up in like 5 minutes. That's how my colony keeps doing shit. What was that? That was a wave of nanites. Nice. Let's see if that healed nuke at all. One of you in here has it. I think it's you. Has it? They've got a immunity. Nice. Okay, so yeah, they're not going to die from that, hopefully. Smoke leaf binge, that's fine. Chocolate also is recreational, so like chocolate would make them happy as well. It's something that they can eat. Mind you, they actually have to take the time to eat it. And what else? We're good for food. They have way too many drugs, realistically, in this colony, but I don't have traders, so I can't... Well, I have traders, but I haven't called for any traders, so I don't need to sell that off. And once they can calm the fuck down, I can finish doing research, and then we can do the IHE traps, and then we can work on that shit. I think I have enough hospital beds and vital monitors. We are struggling with power, but power is more of a I need to build this shit kind of problem. So I'll just get a few of these built. There's insulting spree, smoke leaf binge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of these. I'll see if I can fit 6 down here too. Obviously, oh, they won't be able to walk through the fence. I'll have to move the door for that. We should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's this? 5. There's 6. And I kind of can't build it on this side, but that should be the same amount as what I had before with the other side. This will be like the equivalent of that if I want to remove this side off here, which I will once we get those built. How are we going? We need steel. We need a shit ton of steel and a shit ton of components at this point. And let's see, smoke leaf, insulting spree. We have psychic suits out the wazoo, which is great. They kind of need that shit temperature wise. It's cooler than hot, which is better than, you know, not. I don't mean to be up in here rhyming, but you know, it's good shit for them. So they should be healing, they should be calming down. People are starting to get back to work, which is great because then we're getting research done. I was trying to remove stuff off. Have you got gear? Hold on, strip that stuff off you. Yeah, you've only got like special stuff. One of the hens just died. Steel. Did that just crush a hen? No. Okay, that's fine. I do want them to keep trying to get resources out of here. I will hydrate, Coco. Hold on. Let me have a drink. Thank you. Well, that must be over 60. No, I saw that before. Days, Chitaka, Lenza. And another human revenge. One of these bastards has got gear on them. You do. I want shit off you. Ideally, preferably before you kill them. But, of course, you did not do that. Cool. I don't think we're going to get that back off them. I want that one stripped. I want the shit off it. I'm just going to say to this pile, just pull everything off it in case it has got something we can use. And we'll have like a fuck ton of stuff outside. Here's where all the Doomsday rocket launchers went to, which if they're mostly all calm, I'll get them to equip the shit out of this. I'll just grab different ones through here and just tell them to walk up here because I don't want to flick around the colony and lose place where I was, ideally. Let's give you that one. If I can find the other stuff to give them, I will give them that as well. Lenza has died. That one's a pacifist. You would prefer a melee weapon, but it'll be fine. What we got? Cargo pods. Thank you. What are we getting those? We got hyperweave cloth. So they should still be tailoring if they haven't destroyed the bench, ideally. But that's if they haven't destroyed the bench. If they destroy the bench, it loses whatever bills were on it. Vengeful is like still up here. Mind-shattering pain, badly malnourished, witness allies, death. That's fine. They'll be fine. How's this nuke dragon going? They have got the longest fucking list. The 8 kibble, witness allies death, colonist left unburied, colonist died, insulted, friend died, 8 without a table, disturbed sleep ×3, soaking wet, friend died, high expectations, rival died, impressive rec room, impressive dining room, psychic emanator, comfortable, recreation, fully satisfied, high in smoke leaf, and psychic soothe. God damn. Gonna get Azula a birthday present? Yeah, we will. We were trying to find, last weekend when we went out for shopping for my birthday, I tried to find I call it a whippy fish. It's not that. It's basically like this like rod with a toy on it kind of thing. It's usually on like a string. In her case, there's these ones that are just like this like little bit of material on the end of it, like a stick. And she really likes them. They're whippy fish because Phoenix used to have a like rod that had some elastic string stuff that had a fish on the end of it, and you know, I'd whip that thing around and thus whippy fish. So that is classically what we refer to as like their toys. But yeah, in Azula's case, we went to try to get that and they didn't sell it anymore, and we're like, well shit. And then she's just broken it tonight, so we don't have it, and we can't buy it, so she's gonna be upset about that. But on top of that, also, like, I wanted to replace their bed that they have in the cupboard because, like, Phoenix has got, like, a percentage of, like, kidney failure, right? So, he's gone through, like, a year or so where he had, like, a really bad flu and his kidney failure stuff, so he was, like, throwing up and sneezing excessively, for, like, a year or so. And, yeah, the bed that they have in there, even though we cover it for them to sleep on, the actual bedding is disgusting, and I want to get rid of it. I want to replace it. And yeah, it's a dog bed size bed for them. So like I could probably get like a bedding thing to replace it with. It would probably be fine. But same kind of principle as I have to go to like a store to like go and get that on the weekend or whatever. But we're looking at that. We're looking at the whippy fish thing. She has got like this cardboard scratcher thing that she likes, but she's mostly like essentially dug like a hole in that thing, which we could also replace that, but I don't want to just give her like a new cardboard thing to scratch because it just seems so uninteractive kind of thing. Like if she wants to, if her or Phoenix want to go sleep on that bed in the cupboard, they have the choice that they can. They can sleep with us, they can sleep on the couch, they can sleep in a sunbeam, or they can sleep by themselves in the cupboard. It's a quiet space where they can go and have time for themselves kind of thing, you know. Don't have to always be up in our business and shit just because they're our pets, you know. But the what you call it, the scratchy thingy, she only uses that, and like it just seems so hands off, you know. And oh Jesus, there was super audio lag just then. I don't know what that was. That was wild. I'll check that out later. I don't know what that was. Yeah, anyway, I'd rather get her something that like we can actually play with her with. because I kind of feel like at least then it's a gift that like we're interacting with her, because she brings her toys to us to play. So I feel like she would enjoy getting gifted something that we would play with her with, you know. This guy's going to destroy that, I can already tell, because this thing's not as strong as the walls are. It'll take like half the damage and then break. Oh good, they decided to go somewhere else. But yeah, either way, we'll get like one of whatever we can get probably this weekend. But we would have liked to have gotten at least, like if we could have got the little whippy fish thing, we would have got that and one of the other two, because the whippy fish thing's really cheap. But since we only have the option of the other two things are not cheap. They're quite expensive stuff, so it's one or the other, and it's whatever is available for that, which kind of sucks. The only reason why we care about like the price of it, for instance, is at the moment we are just on like the last week of like the heavy bills period that I go through every year for like a few months. And so yeah, we are in a situation of just being tight on money. So like we did my birthday and that was tight on money, and then we have Azula's birthday, which again, we don't have a lot to like spend. So yeah, we'll just do the best we can to try to get her something we think she'll enjoy. It also looks like everybody looks like they've put either armor on or they've taken all the armor stripped off the dead colonists, and I want them to burn apparel. I want them to burn specifically tainted stuff. I want clear everything. Well, hold on a second. I want them to burn, I don't want them to burn like gear. I want them to burn not clean stuff. Not non-bi-coded. Well, actually, hold on. Just tainted shit in general. That should be fine. Let them do that. Hopefully they'll burn all the stuff that we don't need. Ideally, hopefully the shit that we specifically want, like, discarded. That would be great. And, yeah. What else? I missed something else in there. Yeah, no. Her birthday would be this weekend. And, we normally try to give them like a special meal, like Phoenix and Azula, like whenever it's their birthday, we try to give them like whatever food it is that they really like, and then we try to give them like some sort of gift kind of thing that we also think that they would like. So yeah, in her case, the kind of foods that she likes, she will probably be like either like raw chicken or like there's like a few meals, like little tins of food and stuff that she likes. Phoenix is more of a fresh tuna cat, so he's pretty easy, because like if I have tuna in the house for me, he'll get that as well, or like depending on the size of the can, like we can share it or whatever. So just like it's just a human grade tuna in like fresh water or whatever. He likes that shit, and he'll only get it like for like a birthday or something like that, a birthday or Christmas or something. But he really likes it because he'll drink the tuna water and he'll eat the tuna meat and stuff. But Azula doesn't like it, so it's not something that they really share. They'll share it a little bit, but she'll get disgusted real quick, you know. What resources could you use the most right now at the moment? Probably steel or components would help quite a lot, just to get building on this stuff. Steel, plasteel, uranium, or advanced components and components is what we need. What's Phoenix's birthday? Phoenix is in October. Phoenix is like the 5th of October. So wait a minute, what was that? That was 200 steel. Thank you. Yeah, his is late here, so it kind of like sneaks in there, sort of thing. Like, get you to bring this stuff in at the moment. Cannot do hauling. That's fine. I'll grab somebody else that possibly can. I know a nuke dragon was coming down for it, but it's fine. You'll grab that. Thank you for that. Yeah, basically any kind of like building stuff, like components and steel, plasteel, uranium. They're what we're going to need in the spaceship. Thank you. And we're going to need a fair bit of it, I reckon, because there's a few of these things, like 260 steel, 140 plasteel, 70 uranium, 6 advanced components. will be on like these engines. I don't know how many of those I need, but I'll probably put like at least 2, and then I'll see how many more I need. I'll have like this big ass like ship reactor thing, which requires like 2 to 300 of most things, and then we'll have a bunch of the, like I don't have the ship flight sensor thing yet, but we'll have the ship core thing, which I've got to put in here too. And then we'll have a bunch of cryoship caskets, because I want to take as many colonists as we can off planet, and the ship beams and stuff to be able to connect to it. So I'm going to basically try to like scooch this all the way up. Like I was thinking initially I was going to go like centered and then have branches off it, but I actually think if I went up the side like there, I could probably fit like 2 caskets on this side of it. Zoom in a bit, it's a bit dark. If I put this here, I can fit like 2 caskets that way, and I can fit like 2 caskets that way, and we can walk around it still, and I might be able to fit caskets in the middle. That's how I'm hoping to be able to get this one done. I also need them to move this outside of there too. Yeah, Phoenix has had a couple of times where like we unfortunately haven't been able to like celebrate his birthday at his birthday. I know some people are like, it's a cat, like who gives a fuck and stuff. I give a fuck. So like he may not understand what's going on with like a birthday and stuff, but like he understands that at least some part of the year he gets like some kind of special meal and he likes that thing, you know? So I don't know. I appreciate my cats. I value their existence and stuff, so I want to get them like something that they'd enjoy. I don't really have the luxury of just, you know, buying new things all year round, so having like a reason to purchase something for them that they'd like, you know, once or twice a year is nice. Obviously, like, as it goes like Christmas, then Azula, then Phoenix, then Christmas kind of thing. So they're like almost evenly on either side of Christmas, but not like a half a year away from it in that sense. But like Christmas is a bit easier because we'll normally just get like a pack of toys that they normally like, and we'll share that, like we'll halve it and then it'll go across like 2 Christmases because it's like been a whole year since they've used it kind of thing. Like cats kind of like ebb and flow in their interest in toys and stuff, so even if you give them the same toy 2 years in a row, they will have gotten sick of it at some point, and now they'll be reinterested in it because it smells new and it makes new sounds and shit. So plus my cats are really good at breaking their toys. Like Phoenix likes to play fetch. My cat Phoenix likes to play fetch, and he likes like his whippy fishes, but he is turning 17 later this year, so his eyesight is not really the best. So a lot of the time when we try to play, he can't really see where it is properly. So he goes to play, but his reaction time for like where the toy is and where his paw is not in the same spot. And he just doesn't seem to enjoy that, which is understandable. Like if it's like any kind of thing, like if you're playing a game and like your timing is off, trying to like, you know, hit a button at a certain time to do a certain thing, it would be pretty like unfun kind of thing. I get it, sort of thing. But yeah, Phoenix, I normally go for like temperature stuff for him, like things that will make him comfortable in times of the year where he is uncomfortable. For instance, I got him like a little heated mat thing, which he used to sit on. I used to plug it into the computer and it would heat up. It had like multiple settings and stuff, and he'd just lay on it like in front of me and stuff. But it's like it's fallen to the winds. No fucking clue where the hell it is in the house, so I can't use it. And whatever I get him has to be washing machine safe, because obviously like with his like percentage of kidney failure and stuff, he'll get nauseous really frequently, and that means he vomits a lot, which, you know, I have to be able to clean whatever he throws up on so that we don't have to like throw it out or anything. But the bed though, the bed that I want to replace, it's had a life. It needs to go. The frame that the bed is in, it will stay. I'll just replace the like foamy stuff thingy, like the cushiony thing that he sleeps on, and then I'll like cover it in something again. Like I have like these like cat blankets as well that they sleep on. At the moment I'm using my winter blanket on the one that's on their bed, which is kind of very unappealing to me because the bed thing that I've got it wrapped around is gross. And I'm like, I'm gonna wash the shit out of that when I want that in winter, but I'm like, I want to replace it by winter so that they can, like, if it slips out of the way, because cats will like need their bed to get comfortable before they lay down. And because they do that, they tend to like lift up whatever it's wrapped in. And so I constantly have to go back in and like tuck the bed back in so that they can lay on it without laying on like a dirty spot sort of thing. Lenza has tried to flirt with Q by loading their personality and has tracked it. Nice. So yeah, because they kind of like mess with the bed like every other day when they sleep in it. Like I do have to go in and like, you know, maintain it and stuff and wrap it constantly. If it was not as gross, I could probably like maintain it a little bit less where it would be okay if they happened to be laying on the mattress itself. But I would still cover it because it's easier to wash a blanket than it is to try to wash an entire cushion, you know? And some cushions don't go through like a washer or a dryer very well, so, which is what its problem is, it doesn't go through it. If I could wash it, I would, but I don't think it would survive. You are going berserk, which is not ideal, mate, because people got doomsday rocket launchers now, so they're probably going to kill Lenza, honestly. Lenza's going to kill Lenza. The old cat like to play fetch with foam darts, are super silly. That would be pretty fun. Phoenix used to have a, hold on, I gotta get you guys to come back here. Phoenix used to have a mechanical hamster that, I don't know what it was part of. It had to have been like a TV show or a cartoon or something like that. It was like 2010 kind of era stuff. And yeah, it used to make noises and drive itself around. It was battery operated and you just put it on the tiles and it would go. And he loved that thing. He loved that thing so fucking much. It was such a unit of a little hamster thing. And I'm like, I'd love to get him another one, but my problem with it is that Azula, if she plays with it, she loves to drown her toys. She'll grab her toy, she'll drag it through the house, and then she'll dunk it in her water bowl. And if it's something mechanical, she will break it, and possibly electrocute. So I don't want to risk that shit. I can't give them like electric toys now because of how she plays. But Phoenix, like, I don't think he would enjoy it as much now because he's so much physically frailer. Like, he's still got the friskies and stuff, he's still got that energy, but he doesn't have the physical strength. He gets zoomies, he runs around, he enjoys himself, he can't kind of see things that well, so like he just mostly prefers to like run around and like, you know, like play hide and seek or something like that. Like I play hide and seek with them, I play tag and stuff throughout the house. Oh, their beds are all masterworks, nice. We had these downgraded the other day, so now they'll actually get good sleep and they'll get up faster and have a better rest. So we've still got heatwave and we've got gentle snow now. The cold snap wore off, but that's okay. It still looks like it's getting a bit hot for them, but Psychic Soothes is still working. Yeah, Phoenix likes to kind of play like hide and seek and stuff. So basically, like, I'll run down into like a room and I'll just peek around the corner, and Phoenix will like, I'll make a noise so Phoenix knows where I am, so I can grab his attention. Once I've got his attention, once he knows where I am, he'll slowly stalk me, and then he'll eventually like. These days he fails to pounce. He just kind of doesn't pounce. He used to obviously like eventually get the wiggle butt and then like, you know, pounce, but he doesn't do that anymore. He'll normally just get really close or like get curious what I'm doing and then come to me sort of thing. But if I make like noises and I make a big deal about it, he'll run away and he'll get all frisky, and then he'll get like to the point where he starts getting a bit of an attitude sort of thing. So then he'll like, he puts his paw on like my leg, like the back of my leg, to kind of signal that like he's caught me sort of thing. So he'll come up to me and he'll like tap the back of my leg, then he'll get like frisky and he'll run away, and then he'll come back when I turn around, or when I'm not looking, he'll run over and attack the back of my leg by like touching it and stuff, and he'll run away again. It's a thing. But then because he's frisky, Azula gets interested in it, and then Azula starts getting frisky, and then Azula wants to hunt Phoenix, and then Phoenix doesn't like that Azula wants to hunt him because she's clearly like 2-3 times his size and weight class, and so then he gets like an intimidation check basically and just goes like, nah, fuck this shit, and will go sit somewhere else. So then I end up playing with Azula because Azula's now wired and running around and stuff, and she just gets like a bit of a frickly butt and will like want to play with like her whippy fish. And then, you know, once they're all like played out and stuff, they have like the biggest sleep and stuff. But like both of them are super bonded to me because like I don't know, I play with them a lot. I like do all like cat boxes and like most of the feeding. I did most of the feeding for like ages and stuff. My partner does a lot of it now because I sleep at weird times. But like I tend to lay down and sleep with them at the same times that they sleep and stuff. So they seem to like that sort of stuff. I'm very